Welcome to our channel. We will deep dive in this video and understand the modern HR practices. We have a recommended list of books. Check the description box. In today's fast-paced world, your people are your greatest asset. HRM has transformed from a back-office function to a strategic powerhouse. Discover how HRM drives success in modern businesses. HRM is no longer just about hiring. It's about aligning people with business goals. Let's explore how HRM has evolved to become a crucial component of organizational success. Let's talk about something that truly drives success in any organization: aligning people with business goals. Think of our company as a ship sailing toward a destination, our business objectives. Now imagine if the crew didn't know where we were headed or why. We drift aimlessly. But when every person understands the destination and their role in reaching it, the journey becomes smooth, purposeful, and powerful. Why is this alignment so important? It boosts productivity because people work smarter when they know how their efforts make a difference. It enhances engagement. Employees feel valued when their work connects to something meaningful. And it improves decision-making. Teams make choices that support the bigger picture. So, how do we achieve this? Communicate the vision clearly. Share the why behind every goal so everyone sees the purpose. Connect roles to outcomes. Show how each person's work drives progress. Set measurable milestones. Break big goals into achievable steps and celebrate wins. Encourage feedback. Alignment is a two-way street. Listen to ideas and concerns. Lead by example. When leaders embody the goals, trust and commitment follow. When people and business goals move in sync, we create momentum. We become unstoppable, like a well-coordinated orchestra playing a powerful symphony. Let me share a quick story with you. A mid-sized tech company was struggling. Deadlines were missed, clients were unhappy. Why do you think that happened? So was it poor planning or lack of communication? Comment your thoughts. Now, let's understand that the teams were working hard, but in different directions. Marketing focused on brand awareness, while product teams built features customers didn't even want. Sounds familiar? So, what did they do? They introduced a simple alignment strategy. First, they set a clear vision. Deliver customer-centric solutions that reduce onboarding time by 50%. Here's where it gets interesting. Each team asked, "What can we do to make onboarding faster?" The product team said, "We'll simplify setup and add guided tutorials." Customer support said, "We'll create quick start guides and FAQs." Sales said, "We'll set realistic expectations during onboarding." IT said, "We'll automate repetitive steps." See how everyone found their piece of the puzzle? Now, here's the magic: weekly check-ins. Every week, teams asked, "Are we moving toward the 50% reduction? What's working? What's blocking us?" And they celebrated small wins. That kept energy high. In summary, to understand is, they connected every role to that goal. Weekly check-ins kept everyone on track. Now, here's the exciting part. Within 3 months, onboarding time dropped by 45%. Customer satisfaction rose by 30%. And employees felt more engaged because they saw how their work mattered. So we can conclude that when employees understand the company's vision and see how their work contributes, 3 things happen. Productivity improves. Engagement skyrockets. Decisions become smarter. HRM encompasses more than recruitment. It involves strategic workforce planning and talent acquisition. We're talking about something that can make or break an organization's future. Strategic workforce planning, SWP. Sounds fancy, right? But let me simplify it. Imagine you're planning a road trip. You know your destination, but you also need the right car, enough fuel, and a map. Similarly, SWP is about making sure your organization has the right people with the right skills, in the right roles, at the right time to achieve business goals. Businesses change fast. New technologies, market shifts, customer demands. If we don't plan ahead, we risk skill shortages, overstaffing, or high costs. SWP ensures agility, cost efficiency, and competitive advantage. Think of it like building a championship sports team. You don't just pick random players. You plan for the season, anticipate injuries, and train for future matches. That's what businesses do with talent.
How do we achieve it? Let's break it down into 6 simple steps. Step 1. Understand business strategy. Ask, where is the business heading in 1, 3, or 5 years? Expansion, new products, digital transformation? This sets the foundation for workforce needs. Step 2. Analyze current workforce. Ask, what skills do we have today? What roles are critical? Who might retire soon? Use data, skills inventory, performance metrics, demographics. Step 3. Forecast future needs. Ask, if we launch a new product, what roles will we need? How many data analysts, engineers, or customer success managers? Predict demand based on business goals. Step 4. Identify gaps. Compare today's workforce with future needs. Where are the shortages? Where do we have surplus? Step 5. 2. Build action plans. Decide, how do we close the gaps? Through hiring, reskilling, automation, or outsourcing? Create timelines and budgets. Step 6. Monitor and adjust. SWP isn't one and done. Review regularly as business priorities change. So, strategic workforce planning is not just HR jargon. It's a business survival strategy. When you align talent with future goals, you create a workforce that's ready for anything. Take a moment now. Do you know your organization's future needs? Do you have a plan to meet them? If not, start today. If you're looking for consultation for your business, check the description box to connect with us.
From payroll to strategic partner, HRM has come a long way. Learn how it now focuses on talent management, analytics, and employee experience. Let's understand the talent management. It is the art and science of attracting, developing, retaining, and engaging the right people to achieve business success. It's not just hiring, it's about creating a system where employees grow, perform, and stay motivated. Why is talent management important? Think of talent as the fuel that powers your organization. Without the right people in the right roles, even the best strategies fail. Talent management ensures high performance, employee engagement, leadership pipeline, business continuity. How do senior HR professionals do it? Step by step. Here's the process senior HR leaders follow. Step 1. Align talent strategy with business goals. Ask, what does the business want to achieve? Growth? Innovation? Global expansion? HR builds talent plans to support these goals. Step 2. Workforce planning. Forecast future talent needs. Identify skill gaps. Decide whether to hire, reskill, or outsource. Step 3. Attract and acquire talent. Create strong employer branding, use data-driven recruitment, and ensure diversity and inclusion. Step 4. Develop talent. Invest in learning programs, leadership development, and career paths. Step 5. Retain and engage. Offer competitive rewards, recognition programs, and a positive culture. Step 6. Measure and optimize. Track metrics like retention, engagement, and performance. Adjust strategies as needed. Imagine you're building a championship sports team. You don't just recruit players, you train them, motivate them, and keep them loyal. That's talent management in action. Senior HR professionals are not just administrators, they're strategic partners. They ensure the organization has the right talent today and tomorrow. Ask yourself, is your talent strategy ready for the future? If not, start planning now. Talent acquisition and workforce planning are key to building a high-performing team. Understand the importance of workforce planning and learning and development. If you're new to HR or leadership, these might sound like big words, but don't worry, I'll make them simple and practical. Let's understand the workforce planning. Now imagine you know your business will expand in 12 months. Will you have enough skilled people ready? That's workforce planning, predicting future talent needs and preparing for them. Steps include: understand business goals, analyze current workforce skills, forecast future needs, fill gaps through hiring, reskilling, or outsourcing. It's like planning a road trip. You need the right car, enough fuel, and a map before you start. The next part is learning and development. Here's the secret to staying competitive. Learning and development, L&D. Why? Because skills get outdated fast. If your team isn't learning, your business isn't growing. L&D means training employees for new technologies, building leadership programs, creating career growth opportunities. Think of it as upgrading your team's toolkit so they're ready for tomorrow. So, to build a high-performing team, you need 3 things. Hire smart talent acquisition. Plan ahead, workforce planning. Keep learning, L&D. Ask yourself, is your organization doing all three? If not, start today, because these pillars turn good teams into great ones. Let me start with a question. How many of you have sat through those long, dreaded annual performance reviews? You know the drill. One meeting at the end of the year, a pile of paperwork and feedback that's already outdated. Well, here's the truth. That old system is gone. Modern performance management has replaced annual reviews with something far more effective: continuous feedback and measurable goals.
Why did we move away from annual reviews? Think about it. Business moves fast. Waiting 12 months to tell someone how they're doing. That's like telling a football player at the end of the season what they should have done in the first match. Employees need real-time feedback to improve, stay motivated, and feel valued. That's why modern systems focus on ongoing conversations, not one-time evaluations. What does modern performance management look like? Here's the new approach: continuous feedback. Instead of one big review, managers give feedback regularly, weekly, monthly, or after key projects. Why? Because timely feedback helps employees correct course immediately and grow faster. Measurable goals. We use SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Employees know exactly what success looks like, and progress is tracked transparently. Coaching, not judging. Managers act as coaches, guiding employees towards success rather than just scoring them. Technology-driven. Modern tools allow real-time goal tracking, feedback sharing, and even peer recognition. Imagine you're learning to play guitar. Would you want feedback once a year? Or every time you practice? That's the difference between annual reviews and continuous feedback. One builds frustration, the other builds mastery. So, modern performance management is about growth, not grading. It's about creating a culture where feedback flows freely and goals are clear. Ask yourself, is your organization still stuck in the old model? Or are you ready to embrace continuous improvement?
Let me ask you a quick question. When you hear the word compensation, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Salary, right? That monthly paycheck. But here's the truth. Compensation is so much more than salary. In fact, the smartest organizations today use something called a total reward strategy to keep employees happy, motivated, and loyal. What is a total reward strategy? Think of it like a big basket of goodies. Salary is just one item in that basket. The rest includes bonuses and incentives, health and wellness benefits, flexible work options, career development opportunities, recognition programs. Why does this matter? Because employees today want more than money. They want work-life balance, growth, and flexibility. Pay equity, why it's non-negotiable. Now let's talk about pay equity. This means paying people fairly for the work they do, regardless of gender, race, or background. Why is this important? Because fairness builds trust, and trust builds retention. If employees feel undervalued, they leave. Simple as that. Flexible benefits, the game changer. Here's the fun part. Flexible benefits. Instead of giving everyone the same perks, companies let employees choose what works for them. For example, a young parent might pick childcare support. A fitness enthusiast might choose a gym membership. Someone else might prefer extra vacation days. This personalization makes employees feel valued and understood. Imagine you're at a buffet. Would you want the chef to give you one fixed plate? Or would you prefer to choose what you like? That's the difference between traditional compensation and a total reward strategy. So, compensation isn't just about salary, it's about creating a package that makes employees feel rewarded, respected, and motivated. Ask yourself, is your organization offering a buffet or just one plate? If it's the latter, it's time to rethink. Let me start with a question. Why do people leave jobs? Most of us think it's always about money, but here's the truth. Compensation is a big factor, but it's not just about salary. In fact, the way you design compensation can make employees stay longer, feel happier, and even become brand ambassadors for your company. How compensation impacts retention. Think of compensation as a message. It tells employees, we value you. We recognize your contribution. We want you to grow with us. When employees feel underpaid or unfairly compensated, they start looking elsewhere. But when pay is competitive and transparent, loyalty increases. And here's the key, it's not just the paycheck. People want a package that supports their lifestyle and future. Personalized benefits, the secret sauce. Now, let's talk about personalized benefits. Imagine two employees. One is a young parent who needs childcare support. Another is a fitness enthusiast who wants a gym membership. If you give both the same benefit, say free coffee, it doesn't make much impact. But if you let them choose what matters to them, morale skyrockets. Flexible benefits show employees you care about their individual needs. That creates emotional loyalty, not just financial loyalty. Think of it like a buffet versus a fixed plate. Would you prefer the chef deciding what you eat or choosing what you love? That's the difference between traditional benefits and personalized packages. So, compensation isn't just about paying people, it's about creating a total rewards experience that makes them feel valued and understood. When you combine fair pay with personalized benefits, you don't just retain talent, you build a loyal, motivated workforce. Ask yourself, is your organization offering a buffet or a fixed plate? If it's the latter, it's time to rethink. Enhancing employee experience is key to retention. Explore recognition programs and their impact on morale. Learn how exit interviews can reduce turnover. If you want a detailed video on employee retention, comment below and we will bring it. Let me ask you something. When you hear employee recognition, do you think of gift cards or bonuses? Sure, those are nice, but recognition programs are so much more than rewards. They foster a culture of appreciation and motivation. Why? Because people don't just want a paycheck, they want to feel valued. When employees hear, "Great job, your work made a difference," it sparks pride, engagement, and loyalty. Recognition creates a positive workplace environment where people feel respected and inspired to give their best. It's not about expensive perks, it's about genuine appreciation delivered consistently. Let me ask you, have you ever seen people panic when a new system or process is introduced? That's because change is hard. But in today's dynamic world, change isn't optional, it's constant. This is where change management comes in. It's the structured approach to help organizations move from the old way of doing things to the new, smoothly and successfully. And guess who plays a key role? HR. HR guides organizations through transformations by communicating the why behind the change clearly, training employees so they feel confident, not confused, listening to concerns and reducing resistance, building a culture that embraces flexibility and innovation. When HR leads change well, employees feel supported, transitions happen faster, and the workplace stays positive, even during big shifts. If you want more details, comment change management, and we will bring a detailed video on that. Picture this, HR used to be all about paperwork and manual processes. Today, AI and automation are revolutionizing HR. From screening resumes in seconds to predicting employee turnover, technology is making HR smarter, faster, and more strategic. But that's not all, work itself has changed. Hybrid and remote work models are now the norm. Employees want flexibility, and companies are adapting with virtual collaboration tools and digital workflows. And here's the big shift. Employee well-being is now a top priority. It's not just about productivity, it's about mental health, work-life balance, and creating a culture where people feel supported. So, the future of HR? It's tech-driven, flexible, and human-centered. Let me start with this. Employee well-being is not a perk. It's not a passing trend. It's a necessity in today's workplace. Why? Because when employees are stressed, burned out, or struggling with mental health, productivity drops, engagement fades, and turnover skyrockets. Now here's the big shift. HR isn't just about hiring and payroll anymore. HR is becoming the guardian of well-being. What does that look like? Mental health support. Companies are offering counseling, mindfulness programs, and stress management workshops. Burnout prevention. Flexible work hours, realistic workloads, and mandatory breaks are becoming standard. Think of it this way. A healthy workforce isn't just happier. It's more creative, more loyal, and more productive. So, the future of HR? It's about creating workplaces where people thrive, not just survive. Addressing talent shortages and skills gaps is vital. Invest in training and apprenticeships to bridge these gaps. Maintain company culture in remote work settings. Recap: HRM has evolved from administrative to strategic. Core functions include recruitment, L&D, and performance management. Data analytics and AI are transforming HR practices. Call to action: implement these HR strategies in your organization. Start by assessing your current HR practices and identifying areas for improvement. Join us in the journey of transforming HRM. Together, we can build a high-performing workforce that drives success. Contact us for a free consultation today